Hello guys, in this video I'm going to solve a problem sent to my WhatsApp group, that is Microsoft Excel group, WhatsApp group, by one of my followers, and I think that it won't make sense for me to solve it and send it to him alone. Then I decided to make video on it so as to be a benefit for my present followers and the future followers. And the question goes thus: what is the future value of pension contribution for 10 years with annual salary increase of 10% and 30,000 monthly contribution for year 1? And the question asks us to make use of 8% as our annual return, that is the interest rate, the return that we are going to get on our pension contribution. Okay, I don't want to solve this question ordinarily. If I were to do that within 2-3 minutes, I should able to done with the question, but I want to improve my subscribers skills by adding some ingredients to it. There are some activities that we do in our various place of works that are routine in nature. Then there's a way of avoiding repeating the same process. Okay, and how do we achieve this? There's an important and powerful function embedded in Microsoft Excel, which we can use to record the routine activity that we do on daily basis, so as to improve our productivity and efficiency, as well as minimize our time usage on the activities. But before I move to macro, that I would like to firstly explain all these variables. This is my interest rate, which is the same as annual rate of return. Then this is pension rate. This pension rate, according to Nigeria law, is a minimum of 18%, and 80% of the basic salary, transportation, and what is it called? Basic transportation and housing allowance. And a housing allowance, if you sum them together, 18% of it. And out of this 18%, employer will pay 10%, while the employee will pay the remaining 8%. And according to the question, this is the 10% increase in salary, and this is my annual increase in contribution rate. And to get this now, it means that it will not be in the same magnitude, because my increase in the pension contribution annually will just be 18% of this 10% increase in salary, and by implication I will just multiply this 18% multiplied by 10% to get my annual increase in contribution rate, which I will later use. Okay, then let me now move to real work. Let me go to macro, and you cannot see macro here. You will see macro under developer, and in most time developer is an hiding ribbon, and you have to make it on hiding. And how to achieve this? Okay, we just go to file, go to options, okay, go to customize ribbon, then click on developer. Here you see I've marked it. Okay, in yours, if you don't have it in your Excel front sheet, then you have to mark it and click OK. Then you will have it in your home ribbon. Okay, then there is a second way of achieving this. Just right click any of this ribbon, right click it. Okay, after right click it, then go to customize ribbon. Okay, this is customize ribbon. Then come here, you see this is developer, and click OK as usual. You can see that this second method is very easy and sorting, which I believe that many people will like to use. Okay, having done that, then we will now go to developer. Okay, I'm in developer now. Then click on record macro. Click on record macro. Then let me name my macro as pension. Okay, let me create short key. Okay, control shift P as in pension. Then click OK. Yeah, correct. Then I can start working on my question now. Then let me firstly compute annual increase in contribution rate. As I said earlier, just write equal to, then that is 18% of 10% increase in salary multiplied by 10%. Okay, then enter. Okay, I have 1.8%. Great. I have this now. Then let me now move to annual contribution. I have my contribution in month, but if I to use this month, it means that I'm going to have 10 multiplied by what is it called? 10 multiplied by 12, and that is 120 rows I'm going to have, and I don't want something lengthy like that. I have to compress it to year. Okay, then I will just say is equal to 30,000 monthly, then multiply by 12. We have 12 months in a year. Then click enter. Great. That is 360,000 in first year. That is my contribution in first year. Then in second year, it's made according to the question now and what I have computed, I have my annual contribution will be increased by 1.8%. Then I will now increase this by 1.8% in other year. Okay, and that is equal to previous year multiplied by bracket 1 as 100% plus increase in contribution rate. Then I have to fix this F4 because it is constant. And I will make use them by the time I do my autofill. Then complete your parentheses and then control enter. Great. Control enter, then autofill it. Great. Okay, let me now go to future value. To know my future value, just equal sign. This is my present value, this value, first year value. Then multiply by open your parentheses 1, that is 100%, plus interest rate, that is annual return. My annual return, I have to fix it as well. F2, close it, then raise your power, shift and 6 button, raise your power first year, the present year. Okay, do I need to fix any other thing? Others are relative. Okay, don't need. Then enter. Alright, I can now autofill it. Period. Okay, I have it. Okay, to now know the total value at the end of the 10 years, I will just say is equal to sum function. Double click it, then all this, control shift down arrow. Okay, enter. Yes, and that is 6,179,856. That is the value at the end of the 10 years of my pension contribution. Okay, and that is what we have access to maybe at the retirement age. Okay, now let me okay, you have to stop your recording. Let me stop it. Okay, I've stopped my recording. Then let me delete everything. I did. Okay, delete it. I've deleted it. Then let me also delete this. Deleted. Delete this. Deleted. Okay, let's now see the magic of Excel. You know, I created a shortcut if you don't forget, and I use Control Shift P. Let me press it. Can you see it? I have my solution instantly. Okay, if you open another sheet and you insert all these variable, then you will have your result intact instantly. Even if you change all these variable, then just make sure that you start your label from cell A1. Everything will be must be like this, so that you will not get error. Because if you go to cell sheet C2 now, another sheet, and you now put here in A2, and like that, all this must be tally. It must be in the same format. All this label must be under the cell column F. Okay, you must do it for every sheet that you want to work on, because failure to do that, then you will get some no value or error response from the Excel, because Excel is an artificial intelligence and it cannot think on itself, and that is why humans are more complex than all this. Okay, you can change this now to 10%. It will change automatically. Okay, it's changed. Okay, Control Z. I don't want to change it. Let it be like this. Now this one has deficient. Okay, and what is deficient? Its deficient is that, let's assume that you want to do for only 5 years. Okay, the value, you want to know the value at the end of the 5 years, or you also assume that you want to know the value at the end of 15 years, or at end of 35 years, which is the maximum year a person can use in service as far as Nigeria labor law is concerned. Okay, you can use more than 35 years. Okay, let me delete all this and see if it is going to work. Delete. Let me also delete this. Delete everything I computed. Okay, delete. Let me also delete it from 6 up to 10. Delete. Okay, let me Control Shift P back. Can you see? It gives me the same thing. 10 years. It is Excel is computed it. Excel is computing it for 10 years, because that is what I recorded. But there's a way of overcome this limitation or inefficiency. Okay, and how to go about it? You can start to watch it. If I also increase this to 15 years or 20 years, this is what I'm going to get. But I don't want something that will not suit my purpose always. Okay, let me now delete it and see. Delete it. Okay, let me copy this up to 10. Let me put it up to 10 years. Okay, so we understand. 10 years. Okay, let me delete this. Let me also delete this. Then let me delete my macro as well. Delete. I don't want it again. I need another one. Okay, sorry. Okay, everything deleted. If I press Control P now, another thing will come out. Okay, can you see? Okay. Another thing will come out. It means that I've deleted my former macro. Then let's now do this to take care of the inefficiency in the first one that we faced. Okay, here now you have to be very careful so that you will get what I want to do now. Okay, here we do the same thing. We call macro. Let me call it person as usual. Person. Okay, I will use the same shortcut, Control Shift P. Okay, I want to use this workbook. You can use different function here. This personal macro workbook, it means that if I send it to you, you won't be able to work on this workbook. It will only work on my system. This is new workbook. If I open new workbook, this will work on it. But if I use this workbook, if you open new workbook, then it can work on new workbook. It can only work on this workbook. And what do we mean by workbook? Workbook comprises different Excel sheets. You can have as many as possible on a workbook. Okay, and the new workbook is the one that is different from this one I am now. Okay, I want to use this workbook for this for the purpose of this video, and click OK. Okay, I've started recording now. You can see it. Okay, then let me firstly do this annual contribution as I did it before. Is equal to this. Okay, that is 20% pension rate multiplied by increase in salary. Enter. Yes, I have the same 1.8%. Great. Let me now go to my annual contribution. Okay, my annual contribution, I said that I want to convert it from monthly to annual, and what I will do is just is equal to, I'm just repeating what I did the other time. Okay, 30,000 shifts multiplied by 12. Okay, and 12 is the number of months that we have in a year. Enter. Great. Okay, here now I want to increase it in this subsequent year. I contributed 360,000 in the first year, but in the second year the contribution has increased by 1.8% because of the 10% increase in my salary. Then I will just say equal to previous year shift multiplied by bracket 1, which stands for 100, plus my weight. This weight F4 is constant. Don't forget to hard code it. Close it. Then Control Enter. Great. Then see what I want to do now. Copy it. Control C. Okay. Then use left arrow to move here. Okay. Then having been here, then press Ctrl Shift arrow to go to last cell. Okay, then use relative reference, click it, it has turned to gray color. Okay, mean that is working already. Then press your right arrow, then disuse relative reference, disuse it. I've disused it. Okay, it has come to normal. Okay, then press Ctrl Shift then up arrow. Okay, then to highlight everything, then Ctrl V to paste the formula across, then escape. Can you see it? Great, it has worked effectively. Then let me now move to future value. Then you will do the same thing as I did it earlier. Just write equal. Okay, here is my present value. Click it, shift, multiply by, open your parentheses, 1, which is 100%, plus my annual return, which is 8%. You have to fix it. F4. It's also constant to everything. Close it. Close your bracket. Then raise your power. Shift and 6 button to give you raise your power if you are using Windows system, Windows operating system. Okay. Then raise your power. Then the present year. Okay. Have I done everything normal? Think so. Okay. Great. Control Enter now. Control Enter. Great. We will now do the same thing here as I did under the annual contribution. The future value, that is, if I put 360,000 maybe in this in January, at the end of the year, I'm going to have 388,800. But if it is at the end of the year that I put my contribution, which is not like that, because the contribution will go to the RSA, it is pension contribution account every month, and by implication, at the end of the year, this is what I will have. That is the future value. If I put 60,000, then I'm going, after a year, I'm going to get 188,000 based on the 8% annual return. Okay, then you will now Control C it as well. Control C, then left arrow, then control down arrow to move to the last. Okay, then click on use relative reference as usual, then come here, right arrow. Okay, then disuse it. Okay, press Control Shift up arrow. Okay, good. Then Control V to paste across. Escape. Okay, great. Can you see it? I've got the same thing as earlier. Then here now, I want to sum it to know the total value of contribution at the end of any given year. Okay, and because it is equal to sum function. I will click it. This one, Control Shift down arrow. But here I want to assume that I have 35 years, which is the maximum I can have. Okay, let me now take my cell up to 35 or 36. Okay, to make it 36. Great. Then click enter. Correct. Can you see it? I have the same value as before. 6,179,856. That is what I'm going to get at the end of the 10 years. Great. Then let's now test it and compare it with our earlier computation. Okay. Let me stop recording. Great. Then let me delete everything. Delete it. Let me delete also this computation. Delete it. Let me also delete this. Okay. Let me firstly test it. Either it works. Okay. Control Shift P. I have everything intact as before. Okay, let me now do some kind of sensitivity analysis. Okay, delete this computation as well. Delete it. Let's delete the total value of the year as well. I've deleted everything. Then let me delete this from 6 years to 10 years. Okay, good. Let me assume that I just need for the total value of my contribution at the end of 5 years. Okay, what you will do now, just click your Control Shift and P. Can you see it? Which I did not achieve in my earlier computation. Okay, you can pause the video or print it backward to see what I achieved here. Okay, so that you will see the importance of what I just did. Okay, let me also delete it. I've deleted everything. Let me delete this as well. Delete it. Let me also delete this. Delete it. Okay, great. Let me increase this up to 15 years. Good. up to 15 years. Let me now, up to 15 years, Control Shift P. Can you see it? Wow! Can you see it? If you take it up to even 100 years, it is going to do it for you. The only thing, the limitation that I have here is this one, because I did not take it up to 100 years. I take it up to 35 years in surface. Okay, can you see? Fantastic. This is very powerful, and if you know how to use it, then there are a lot of things that you will just be doing in your various places of works, and they will think that you are doing miracle. Okay, it's not a miracle. That is the power of Excel and your ability to handle the software. Okay, if you want to be Excel guru like me, please make sure that you watch my video, because we continue to put many interesting video, and if you have not been subscribed to my YouTube channel, please do, and go back and watch the earlier videos that have put there, and you will learn many things that you have never even imagined that can be. Okay, and don't forget that I told you that you can use this in another page. Okay, you can use it in another page. Okay, in another sheet. Let me copy this to another sheet. Let me copy it here. Okay, Control C. Let me create another sheet. Control C, Control V. Okay, good. Then let me also copy this. Escape. Copy this. Let me copy up to 12 years. Control C. Come here. Put it here. Control V. Great. Okay. Then let me go there and copy this variable from escape. This. Control C. Start from E2. That is what I mean. It must be in the same format. This is E2. Control V. Okay. Control V. Control V. Let me come here and escape this. Okay, come here. Control V. Great. I don't need this formula. Let me delete it. I don't need this as well. Let me also delete it. Delete. Okay. Let me now do the same thing. Let me Control Shift P. Can you see? Wow, this is very interesting. Very interesting. I got the same thing. Okay, got the same thing. Okay, let me put all this. Let me format it. Oh. Okay, good. Then let me put your accounting. Good. Okay, let me teach you another thing. Okay, sorry. Accounting, I want to put it to 1 decimal place now. Good. Then 1 decimal place, but this is not here to be in accounting. Okay, let me use format painter. You might not know how to use format painter. Okay, let me use format painter. Okay, double click it, then click this and click this. Okay, it has formatted it as that. Okay, escape. Great. Can you see it? That is the power of Excel. Please, if you have not subscribed, to my YouTube channel, please go and do right now, so that you will benefit a lot from my former video and the video that I be posted in the future. I remain your humble Ibraheem Babatunde, Excel Guru Master. Okay, till the next video, use Excel and be Excel. Bye.